Life doesn't always play fair. Sometimes those we care about find themselves in toxic situations. Navigating a toxic environment can be very exhausting, but survival isn't the end goal. Thriving is. It could be a draining workplace, a suffocating relationship, or even a home that no longer feels safe. Ideally, you should walk away, but I know that's not always an option right away. So what do you do when you're already in a toxic space? How do you survive, protect yourself, and also adapt until you can make a change? It isn't just about how you can escape, but how you can adapt until you can. So what can you do in the meantime? I will teach you how you can protect yourself, stay strong, and navigate these spaces until you can break free. 1. Acknowledge what's happening. The first step is facing reality. Toxic environments have a way of making you doubt yourself, feel stuck, or even make you believe you deserve the negativity. But let me tell you this, you don't. No one deserves to live in a space that drains their energy, confidence, or even your peace of mind. Recognizing this truth is the foundation of change. 2. Strengthen your mindset. In toxic spaces, negativity thrives on emotional reactions. So learn to detach your emotions from any form of drama. Respond instead of you reacting, because toxicity thrives when it gets reaction. That is why emotional control is so powerful, because toxicity feeds off your reactions. This doesn't mean you ignoring your feelings. No, it simply means you protecting them and not letting the toxicity dictate your emotions. Instead of you reacting in anger or frustration, practice responding with calmness and intention. Try deep breathing, journaling, or simply pausing before engaging or responding. This small act of self-care can make a huge difference in maintaining your inner peace. For example, imagine you work in an office where a co-worker constantly spreads negativity, complaining about management, gossiping about others, and trying to drag you into workplace drama. And one day, they criticize your work in front of a team, hoping to get a reaction from you. Instead of snapping back in frustration or feeling discouraged, you take a deep breath, acknowledge their comment without emotions, and respond calmly. I appreciate the feedback. If you have specific suggestions, I will be happy to discuss them. By choosing to respond rather than react, you deny them the emotional fuel they seek. Later, you journal your thoughts to process your feelings in a healthy way, reinforcing your ability to stay composed in similar situations. Over time, this practice will help you maintain your peace and reduce the toxic person's influence over your emotions. 3. Set boundaries, even if they are small. Boundaries aren't just about you saying no. They're about you deciding what you allow to affect you, about you reclaiming your space, even in situations where living isn't an option yet, where you feel powerless. Small boundaries, like you limiting conversations with toxic people or refusing to engage in negativity, can make a great difference. You don't have to engage in every battle. Establish limits on what you tolerate and how much of your energy you invest. Very important. So protecting your mental space is an act of self-preservation and not selfishness. You can create limits. Maybe it's you choosing not to engage in negativity. Keep certain topics off limits or mentally distance yourself from toxicity. Every small step matters. 4. Find your safe space. You don't have to do this alone. A supportive friend, an online group, a mentor, someone who will listen to you without judging you can be a lifeline. You having a space where you can express yourself freely is essential for maintaining strength in difficult times. So find your allies among your relatives, someone born ready to stand by you. 5. Focus on what you can control. Feeling trapped is one of the hardest parts of being in a toxic environment. But remember this, while you may not be able to control the situation, you can control your mindset, your responses, and your future. Remember, they are yours to shape. Small steps, whether it's you learning new skills, building an exit plan, or you simply remind yourself that this situation is temporary. 6. Have an exit strategy. Survival isn't the final goal. Freedom is. So create a realistic plan to eventually leave the toxic situation. This could mean you saving money, seeking new opportunities, or building emotional resilience to eventually walk away when the time is right. Listen, adapting to a toxic environment does not mean you should accept it forever. No. It simply means you surviving wisely first until a change is possible. So if you're in a toxic environment, know this. You are not alone. You are not powerless, and you are stronger than you think. Every act of self-care, every moment of emotional strength, every small step towards change all adds up. You will break free. And when you do, you will emerge stronger than ever. Until then, protect your energy, guide your peace, and never stop believing in your worth. You deserve better, and better is coming. Thanks for watching this video. See you in my next video. Bye.